we have a lot of ground to cover. I have a lot of things I need to get out of the way before we start. First thing, my lips are so chapped. My lips are so chapped. This video is going to be a video where I am doing complete get ready with me, from face care to skincare to hair and makeup, because I have a lot to talk about, and I just want to update you on where I've been. There's been a lot going on. I'll get into that in a sec. I apologize for any noise in the background. I have a sick kitty right now. She caught something when she went to the vet or wherever to get spayed, and she is getting antibiotics right now, but she's kind of breathing a little funky, so I apologize for noises. They're also really playful right now. I have 3 cats, and I can't put them in another room, so unfortunately. So I'm going to use fresh sugar caramel hydrating lip balm. There's a hair in it. I love that for me. It tastes like caramel. Okay. First things, I have been trying to make this video for a while, and by trying to make it, I mean like I've just like said stuff in my head. I'm like, yeah, I'll say that. But this is gonna be a heavier video. I've had a lot going on, and I know that ASMR is a place that people come to on YouTube or wherever you watch it, usually to relax or to find comfort from your own problems. And so I understand if a heavy video of where I've been and what's been going on in my life is not the first thing you want to do when you're trying to go to bed or relax. So this is more for, like, there will be triggers throughout and stuff, but this is more so if you want to catch up with me and just see what I've been up to. It is not a happy video necessarily. So with that being said, I also want to add a trigger warning. I will be absolutely talking about mental health, anxiety, deep depression, and everything that comes with that. So like suicidal ideation, anything like that. If that is going to be, a sensitive topic for you, I completely understand not wanting to stick around for it. I am going to start off with my skincare though. My earrings are getting caught in this, but that's okay. And my cat is right here saying hello to me. I can't see. This is chaos already. Okay, that's a look. Also, I cut my hair. It's about a month old now. So, how do you hear all that breathing? Oh, I feel so bad for her. This has been about a month that it's been cut. So, I need to actually get it cut again because it's at kind of an awkward length in the bangs and stuff. But anyways, I probably shouldn't have done that when I'm about to do my skincare, but that's okay. I have already washed my face. With Tula probiotic cleanser. It's like a holy grail skincare product. I love it. And the first thing that I am gonna do, my cat is trying to eat my makeup. First thing I'm gonna do is use the Tula Skincare Secret Solution Resurfacing Treatment Toner. I don't know why I couldn't read that. I tried to turn the gain down a little bit so you may not pick up quite as much. My cat's sleeping. I'm really sorry. Again, not a super relaxing video probably. It's just, this is like a real FaceTime here. So, if you've been on my channel for literally any amount of time, you probably, more than likely, will know that I have struggled with mental health for a long time. I also struggle with my physical health, but I struggle really bad with depression and anxiety, and I am diagnosed with bipolar 2. Not like bipolar also, but bipolar 2. There are two forms. Well, there's more than that. Anyways, my cat is trying to unplug my microphone as I'm saying this. Are you kidding me? Sorry, my cat was literally like in a crevice trying to unplug my microphone. So anyways, I've really struggled with mental health, and that's been years upon years now, since I was a teenager. So a long time. And the last 2 years have been absolutely horrible. I know it's mental health has been a struggle for a lot of people during this time. You know, got a lot going on in the world and in personal lives. The world doesn't stop. Sorry, my heater turned on and I had to turn it off. I swear, this video is going to be the death of me here, because I am like, okay. So anyways, mental health has been rough for a lot of people, and the world doesn't stop just because you're going through something, or because of a virus, or, you know, whatever. And so it's rough out there, and the last 2 years have been just absolutely terrible. Terrible. The worst that they have ever been. And the last year has just gotten even worse. Like, it just progressively gets worse. Like, my friends literally will say, like, it seems like everything just kind of goes wrong for you. Like, you try to get better, you try to improve, and like you're doing like the right things, quote unquote, and then stuff just keeps happening that's like out of your control, or sometimes it's in your control, but like, you know, you're struggling. Like, there's only so much you can do. So this stuff is like going on, right? And I would say since like the beginning of this year, it has just steadily gone downhill, and it's been incredibly overwhelming in literally every aspect of my life. Like, there's not an aspect of my life that has not struggled. I cut my finger. Anyways, so we're talking finances, we're talking romantic relationships, friendships, family stuff. Like, family members have things going on, and I live with my family still, so, you know, I've got that going on. Like job issues and mental health issues, physical issues that doctors don't know what's going on. Like, it's been everything, right? Like, I have been on the struggle bus for a while, and I got to a point I'm trying to think of when this will be posted. I got to a point in the beginning of November where I was just done. Like, I was not having it anymore. I did not have it in me to just, I don't know, like, stick it out like every day. Not even getting up, literally just waking up and falling asleep got me no rest, because I was waking up in the night. I was having extremely disturbing, vivid, often violent, or just really emotional nightmares. And so I'm having all this stuff going on. I'm not getting any rest, and all these things are happening all at once. And I mean, there was a time in September where for the first time for a month straight, I was like actually happy, and life was going okay, and my mood was just so much better. And I was like, am I healed? No, that was just a moment of nice, I don't know, nice mental something, but been a struggle, right? So immediately when October hit, down, and then November came along, and I was having trouble going to work because I was tired all the time. I was not doing well with cats using the litter box. I love that. I kind of lost my place a little bit. There was like a 2-minute interruption there, but life was just getting to the point where there was just so much going on, and I had begun kind of getting to a breaking point in a certain relationship that I had. Not necessarily romantic, just someone that was important in my life. There's a lot of stuff going on that was just affecting my self-esteem. It was affecting my moods and my emotions, and the mood swings were just like, I have really bad mood swings, but this was really, really bad. And my thoughts were not so great, okay? Like, they were not happy thoughts, we'll say that. And I just like could not let go, and it just wasn't good. A lot of stuff was going on. And so in early November, I had kind of just a breaking point. And I went to the ER because I did not trust myself to stay safe. And that was a struggle. And I did get released the same night. They referred me to like a really intensive outpatient program that would get a hold of me within 24 hours. And they did say, like, if something else happens, like, come in and we'll, work something else out for you. And I said, it's fine, as long as I don't get triggered, I'll probably be fine. Because it was like, I didn't have necessarily these like plans to do anything. It was in the moment when I would get triggered and have a breakdown that I would have this impulsive, just like, I don't know if I can do it. And that was really scary, not knowing and feeling like I couldn't even keep myself safe. And I've been really good about that over the years. Not something I've struggled hugely with, but the last year has been just so bad. And during this time, I also like wasn't able to eat, so I'm already like malnourished and just like everything that could go wrong. Not everything, that's probably an exaggeration, there's a lot worse, but a lot of things that could go wrong were going wrong. And I was trying to get into therapy, I was trying to actually get treatment, and I wasn't able to get in, whether it was an insurance issue or there was no spaces available, or like I needed a lot more help than I was able to have access to. Because healthcare in America kind of sucks. And mental health care is probably worse, I would say. I don't know. Depends on what you have, going on. But just all this stuff is going on, right? And everything is fine. I go to, Subway 1 in the morning when I get out of the ER. And I'm like, it's fine. Then I go to sleep. Next morning, I kid you not, next morning, I get triggered and I was like, okay, so this is happening. That one was even scarier. And I went back to the ER. I'm gonna use this as a mirror, but I went back to the ER and they were gonna put me in an inpatient program to get some help that I very desperately needed. And just the whole experience was really unnerving, very scary. Didn't really know what was gonna happen. Family didn't really know I was struggling with this stuff, so that was like a kind of truth bomb dropped on there. And it was just rough. And the area that I live in, from experience from like people that I personally know who have gone to these treatment facilities, or tried to, or just the reviews online, there weren't good reviews from a lot of the treatment places, so I was very scared that I was gonna like end up worse trying to go to one of these places. But it's like, what do? So we go, and I'm in the ER, paper scrubs that are like 4 sizes too big, and they were out of rooms, which I don't blame that on them at all. Like, it's, winter, they have a lot of stuff going on, it's a hospital, they're understaffed. I don't personally care in that sense, like I'm not blaming any of the nurses, doctors, anyone, but they were out of rooms. And so I had a bed in the hallway, and I had like a babysitter. They called it one-on-one, but I heard them saying babysitter, and I was like, one-on-one to watch me and make sure that I was going to be safe. But all these people are like rushing by me. It's a hospital, you hear a lot of things, you see a lot of things. I felt very on display. I was so anxious as it was. I was in scrubs, and so like people knew why I was there. Like when you see paper scrubs and grippy socks, you're like, oh, she's here because she's crazy, which you're not, by the way. But like there's just that stigma that like, I am anxious. And they gave me that. That did knock me out a little bit, thankfully, but they transport me via ambulance because the place that I went to, the only place that could take me like immediately, was like an hour and a half away. And so they brought the ambulance to transport me. And of course, my luck, both of the EMTs were incredibly attractive, and I was like, I'm in scrubs. Like, I was mad. I was like, I wish we could have met on a better note. But they were really nice, and they played like punk rock music in the ambulance. And I go to this place, and this place is like in the freaking middle of nowhere. I don't even know where I'm at, really. Middle of nowhere. It reminded me of like Twilight? That's the movie, right, with the vampires? Yeah, Twilight. I was like, is that right? Reminded me a lot of Twilight. Just like very eerie. Felt like you were in Twilight and the Twilight Zone. Just super like, it's nighttime. It's like midnight when I get there, I think. I don't have my phone. They, obviously take that away. And I just don't know what to expect. And I was there for, I want to say it was like 3 or 4 days. 4 days, I think, from when I got there. And I left early against medical advice, or like before my treatment thing was over, which I'll go into. But I go in there, and I ended up leaving early because during this time, I was in the voluntary unit, meaning like technically I could leave pretty much anytime I wanted, but it was not recommended until my plan was like full. But this place only had one person when I got there, basically, because someone was there and they left like immediately after I got there, like the next morning. But it was basically just like a room that had like a TV and some couches. It had a desk for I don't know what their like official title was, but like the people who like watch you 24/7 and make sure everything's okay and kind of like interact with you, like peer counselors and stuff. There was a desk for them. There was like a breakfast, dinner table, whatever. And then there was, my cat sneezed. There was like a craft table, craft room, and then all of the bedrooms were connected. The bedrooms were like the size of a closet, bare minimum, really uncomfy mattresses. My room didn't even have a curtain for a while, and I was like facing the parking lot, and I was like, guys, can I have a curtain, please? This is weird. I can't like, yeah, whatever. And there were like 2 bathrooms. And the one girl that I met there, we actually still talk. She's awesome. We did a lot of crafts together. We're about the same age. It was really fun. I mean, as fun as a mental hospital can be, I guess. You make the best of it. That was fine, but this other guy who came in, for the record, like, I just want to say, when I talk about this guy, I'm not really going to go into, like, his details too much, because that's his story, whatever, and I'm not shaming him or, like, calling him crazy, anything like that. He had a lot of issues, as do I. Everyone's manifests differently, but the way that this guy who came in, like a day after I got there, the way that his issues manifested, it was incredibly disturbing to watch and to be around, and the things that he was saying were so concerning. And he was very aggressive with the staff, and very, very quickly, both me and this other girl didn't really feel comfortable or safe being around him. Didn't really want to be like alone with him. He was like threatened to be kicked out and removed if he continued to act a certain way. And I am the type of person who, like, any talk of violence, any talk of like something like yelling or name calling, or I can't even say some of the stuff that he said because it was so disturbing, and like I'm glad he was there to get help. Like, that's why he was there. It just, for me, was very disturbing to experience and to watch when I'm trying to get help as well. And I felt like the way it was manifesting and expressing for him really took away from my ability to feel safe. And it gave me so much anxiety to the point where, like, he was in the room. I would ask the nurse for anxiety meds, and I would go into my room, and I would just, like, curl up in a ball with a panic attack. But then when I would fall asleep, I would have awful nightmares about things that I was going through at home, as well as very bad nightmares about this guy, and things like, or inspired by the stories he was telling, very violent stories, like he was telling graphic violent stories, and he thought they were true, and they were not, but he genuinely believed that they were true, and so he was telling us about them, like, oh my gosh, you'll never believe what happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, and it was just so disturbing, so disturbing. Security had to actually go check his car because of things he was saying were in his car, right outside the parking lot, which is right outside my room. Like, it just was not a good place for me to be if this patient was going to be there. And so that was really difficult because I'm already away from home. I don't have contact with any family members, and this is going on. And during this time, I felt like I just wasn't getting as much support as I needed from the staff. The staff, they were so nice, but it was a really busy and full unit for the involuntary side. And I felt like the voluntary kind of got pushed back a little bit because they had other stuff to deal with and they were understaffed, which I get, it's fine. But I didn't really get to talk to people. I didn't really get to talk to the counselors that were supposed to come talk to me. However, I did get to talk to the psychiatrist and like social worker, and I was kind of explaining to her what was going on, and she was really nice, and when I did get to talk to people, they were awesome. They gave me some worksheets and stuff, but and I was expressing some concerns and stuff that I had and just what I wanted to get out of this, and she was saying that she would like to put borderline personality disorder on my chart if I was okay with that, which honestly I was happy about in a way, only because that is something that I have looked into for years, because I have felt like in my bones that there was something more than what I had, and with just like more than bipolar, like it was more than just like my mood swings and stuff I would have. They weren't, I mean, I definitely have bipolar. I've had like periods of full like episodes of either hypomania or depression or whatever, but I was also having these really intense mood swings outside of episodes. Like, it was within the same day, multiple times a day, or like every day there would be something different, and I would get triggered so quickly, like up and down. Like, it was insane and exhausting to deal with. And when I was looking into it, I also had like, at this point, like I have all of the criteria, and I felt like it was something that when I would bring up in therapy, sometimes I wasn't taken seriously, or it was like, okay, we'll look into that soon, bring me reasons next week why you think that could be something to look into, and then like we would never look into it. It just never, I don't know, never was taken as seriously as I hoped it would be, because I can't diagnose myself. Like, you can't do that. But I also know like when something is wrong, or when there's something else that you're missing. And for me, I present the borderline. There's a lot of stigma around borderline personality disorder, in that it has to be very expressive. You have to see it like outwardly all the time, or it has to be just really like a chaotic thing, or I don't know, like there's a lot of stigma when it comes to borderline. there is something called quiet BPD, where instead of externalizing all of these things, you internalize them, and maybe nobody would know, but that doesn't mean that it's not there. You hide it, and you internalize it. Or, for instance, maybe instead of, you get angry in a fight because you feel like you're going to be abandoned or something, and you yell at your partner, that, like, for me, I wouldn't get angry at them. I would get angry at them for a moment, and then I would internalize it and turn it back on myself, and then start blaming myself and getting angry at myself. So I'm not like yelling at another person, I'm yelling at myself for something that's not actually, like, I don't know. So I present it more like the quiet BPD rather than the traditional, like, stereotype that everyone thinks of, or maybe a more common version. I don't fully know. Like, it's a relatively new diagnosis here, but I was happy to have it because it explained a lot, and it made me feel like finally someone sees it. Like, I feel like it got to the point where I was handling it so quietly that other people weren't noticing it, but it was happening. Like, it was full on happening inside me, or in, my closest relationships. Like, they could see it for sure. They could see it, but to the general public, like, nobody would know, right? You might just think I'm kind of like moody or emotional, and that's about all I would let you see. But there was a lot more going on under the surface, and I feel like just with life, it was getting to the point where I was starting to outwardly express these things a lot more, and people were seeing, like, oh, she's really struggling right now, like, she's not okay. And so I was just really glad that someone else, and the social worker that I saw at the ER before, she said, I can't like diagnose you with anything, but, like, I would talk to the provider about borderline. So two people from completely separate places both said it sounds like I have borderline. So that was just like a confirmation for me, like, okay, I'm not imagining this. It's not just in my head. Like, different clinicians are seeing what I've been feeling for years, that there's something more than what meets the eye. And that means that I can get specialized treatment for it. And they were talking about, like, that's probably why I have kind of like medication resistant depression, or these mood stabilizers aren't stabilizing my mood, because it's not so much like a brain chemistry thing that, oh, you just need more serotonin, you just need more of this. It's like more trauma based, and until I work through those traumas and those, whatever it is, the meds can't really do much because it's not actually hitting the issue. So that was really great. But then when I got home, I was supposed to have the same outpatient that they recommended. And so, I'm calling them and exchanging all the insurance info and whatnot. They said they're going to get back to me. But it was rough, because as soon as I got back, I felt like a shell of a person in ways that I've never felt before. I felt like I went in to the mental hospital. I went in there feeling like myself, a really chaotic version of myself, but I was me. And then I left, and it's almost like I walked through this archway where, like, I walk through it and every part of me just gets stripped and gets left behind, and I am this, like, I imagine myself in a white room, no personality, white bed. I'm in, like, white clothes, and I feel completely numb and empty. These crazy, intense emotions that I was feeling earlier, I don't feel any of them. I'm just completely dissociated. That was another reason that I went into the ER. I was having incredibly bad dissociation to the point where it felt like I wasn't there. And, like, I couldn't drive. I couldn't go to work. I was hallucinating really bad. and like hearing things that fully were not there, seeing things that weren't there. I would get in, like when I was having these breakdowns and getting triggered, I was absolutely losing it, and my body got to a point where I would be just like sobbing in my car, and then all of a sudden just zone ahead, stare ahead. None of my thoughts were making sense. I was confused. I went to a restaurant like that to meet my friend, and I couldn't find the open seating bar that they were like, oh, just go sit down. And I couldn't find it. I was just wandering, didn't know what was happening. People like were stopping me. They're like, are you okay? Like the waitress was like, can I help you? And I was like, yeah, where? Like what's I couldn't get words out or sentences out. I was with the person that I was having a rough relationship with at the time. I was with them a couple times when it happened, and they just looked at me. I don't know how much time had passed. Literally, it could have been 2 minutes, it could have been 30, I don't know. And I was just staring, and they were talking to me, and I was so confused. I was like, they're saying something, but I don't know what they're saying. They were asking me questions, and I was like, I don't know. Like, it was just the weirdest thing. Anyway, so that was really scary. And it felt like my head was wrapped in cotton, and I was shoved underwater, and my thoughts were like, my head literally felt like it was like lifted off and in the clouds when my body is down here, but neither of them are on Earth. Super weird, felt super disconnected. And so this is happening, right? And it's like, I just got home with a new diagnosis, with my whole family, like all of a sudden knowing what I was going through a little bit. I came back just not knowing who I was. I came back with trauma from the guy that had been at the mental hospital with me, and just other. I went no contact with this person the day I got out, and so I just was like stripped of everything that I knew, everything I thought I knew. And while I was glad to get the diagnosis for borderline, because I really, like, you know, I also then started being like worried that I wasn't gonna get better. Sorry, I had a cut. My sister was asking me a question and I forgot where I was going. But just like, I would try on, not even kidding, like 15 different outfits, just trying to get ready for the day. And I was gonna have a breakdown over outfits because nothing felt right. Like, I was putting things on and I didn't know who I was. I didn't feel like me. Nothing that I wore felt like me. And I felt like I was trying to figure out who I was, but I had no clue. There was no identity in me whatsoever. And I felt like I was a blank canvas and I was supposed to copy from like a reference photo, like a self-portrait onto this canvas. But I was like blindfolded. It was like on Ellen DeGeneres or something. And the person's like, oh, this person has blue eyes, this person, and like they're giving hints about what they see in the reference photo, but I'm blindfolded and I'm trying to do it, and they're just like, oh, you're getting hot, you're getting cold. That's the best way I can explain it. Like, a shell of a person, zero identity. Very incredibly disorienting, and it was so rough. And I was not going to work for a little bit, and my work was really, really good and understanding, and I was very thankful for that. I also felt bad because they were very understaffed, and I like was in the hospital, and my parents, I got phone privileges to be able to let my parents know kind of what was going on, and that I, got it taken back away, but so they let my work know. But this is all going on, and life just wasn't getting better. Life wasn't getting better. All the attempts that I was making to get better kept getting thwarted. Like, I'm talking, they literally said that the outpatient that I called, they said, hey, really sorry, but 30 minutes after you called about your insurance and stuff, we normally take your insurance, but they haven't paid their claims in a year, and we got a memo 30 minutes after you called, and we're outpatient program that I desperately need right now. Because I still, at this point, haven't really got treatment. I got a diagnosis, but I still haven't seen a counselor really, or therapy, or anything like that. And I'm trying to just survive. I've taken a little bit of a hit with my paycheck because I wasn't able to go to work for about a week, a little over a week. And I had called out a couple times before that because I couldn't get out of bed. And it was just like, and then I got a letter from my insurance, the hospital or something, and said, by the way, like, we're not covering anything that you went through. We're not covering the ambulance. We're not covering the outpatient. We're not covering, like, any of your visit because we didn't feel you were at risk based on what the notes the provider gave us. And I was pissed because I was like, I told everyone that I was in contact with how serious it was. They knew if I left, I was like, that was it, you know, they knew that. And so I don't know, and I reread the notes from the hospital on my, like, portal app, I don't know, for the hospital. And in the notes, for some reason, the doctors were writing, or whoever was, there's a lot of people who were involved, I don't know who wrote it, but they were writing, like, okay, discharging patient, no longer at risk, or something. And I was like, they asked me like 4 times, are you a risk? And I said, yes, I am not safe to go home. Yes, I have these plans, or yes, I have this. This is how I would do. Like, I had full, like, I was letting them know I was not okay. And for some reason, they were writing that I was fine on the paper. So my insurance denied me. So I have to, like, try to make an appeal. And then they were also sending me, I just got a thing, like, last week that they're like, also this one thing, we didn't file in time for the cutoff for the state, so, like, you're paying. And I was like, what? Like, that one's not even my fault. That was on you guys for not filing it in time. Like, that, how was I even remotely involved in that? So stuff like that is going on. And at this point, I'm pressed. I'm overwhelmed. I don't have treatment. I don't have therapy. I am afraid to go back to the hospital. Because I'm like, they've covered it for everybody that I know who's on that insurance plan with the exact same issues. And for some reason, it was like every attempt at me trying to get help, I was like, I felt cursed, like, literally. And I don't really want to go into this too much right now, at least, but I had a very scary spiritual experience early, or like late November, and that really triggered me. And oh, hang on, side note, right before this, I quit my job because I said, if I cannot get treatment, and I am trying to, and I'll still try to find a way to get some type of treatment, and I have to go to work, like, I cannot do that right now. Like, that will literally send me over the edge. I need to chill and rest, because I tried to go back to work and I was not ready, but I was like, well, I can't just keep taking off. Like, I need to go back to work. And it was just a mess. It was really bad anxiety, really bad. I started getting dissociative symptoms again. And I just, like, I felt like I just could not do it. I couldn't keep going back. I really needed to seek treatment. And it has been such a barrier. Like, I still haven't been able to go to therapy. However, I will say, since going no contact with this person and taking time to kind of just separate and heal from a very turbulent like I still have all the same issues that I did. However, I just feel like a weight lifted off my shoulders. Sorry, I was hopping around. I was saying that I had a really scary spiritual experience and genuinely believe I was cursed. I'm trying to find my makeup brush. Genuinely think I was cursed. A lot of demonic type of energy, and I have not been doing well with my faith, just in the sense that I have really, really struggled to feel God's presence. And for those of you who don't know, I'm a Christian. I have struggled to feel God's presence in I have not felt God's presence remotely in like the worst time in my life for the last year. And I felt like just there was so much blockage, and there was this spiritual experience that happened, very, very, very intense, very scary. Never felt anything like it. And it just not fun, not a good time. And I did have a moment of like, I guess there was just like a lot of prayer that happened, a lot of like release, a lot of I had a friend that I hadn't talked to in forever. I contacted her. She's one of like the most strong spiritually people that I trust. She doesn't even live, she lives thousands of miles away right now, but I texted her. I was like, can we talk on the phone? I need to explain what's going on. I haven't talked to her in like a year or two. She was like, of course. So we're talking, and she encourages me with a lot of things, says a lot of things, and prays for me and prays over me and kind of over the thing that I'd experienced. And like I genuinely started feeling God's presence again, and I felt a lot of my mood just like lift and change. And again, it's still, I need to go to therapy. I need maybe meds. Like, I don't know. I need to work through stuff. But it has been a lot better. And the kind of attacks feel less frequent, and it feels a lot calmer. And so I'm very, very thankful for that. Very thankful, believe me. Because I was absolutely miserable. But I don't know, just that what was going on, no contact, and I finally am kind of able to eat again. I was not able to eat for a while. I don't know if it was just like stress or I don't know. I couldn't eat. I would feel really, really incredibly nauseous and sick to my stomach. More than normal. I'm always pretty sick. More than normal. And I just was like upset that I wasn't able to eat. But there's only so much you can do. Like I would try and it wouldn't work. So I lost a lot of weight. Yeah, so anyways, I don't know. A lot of stuff going on for sure. But I'm doing a little better now. I don't have a job currently. I am gonna be looking because I'm financially struggling a little bit there. I'm thankful that I have been doing a financial plan with my best friend and her husband. They're helping me out there. I've been thankful that I've been doing that. So I was actually like, I can't afford taking off for it's been almost a month now. No, it hasn't. It's been 3 weeks. Like, I can't technically afford it, but technically I can afford it, you know what I mean? Like, I really did not have a lot of money, but technically I didn't have to ask anybody for money or whatever. Like, it just dwindled down what I'd been saving, but I was glad that I was able to save during those months to be able to pay my car loan, my insurance, other bills and stuff that I have. So I was at least happy for that, but now I need a job. And yeah, I just need a job. So I'm trying to find one. I'm looking around. I definitely need full-time. I need one, hopefully, that has better insurance than what I have, because I'm hoping that can help get me some sort of treatment, because the place I'm at right now, it's not good. It's good for some things, but right now it's not helping. So I really need that. And yeah, I'm ready, and don't really want to go back to work, but I can't really take more time off. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Life's just been crazy, and I'm sure it has been for a lot of you as well. Life is just, I don't know why I'm doing this. I just want nice shiny shoulders, I guess. Oh, that was really a lot of, yeah, anyways, just rough time. That's kind of where I've been. There's been a lot more going on. Like, I got sick again, had a lot of family issues. My family's not doing super well, in some ways. The sister that y'all have seen in some of my videos, and a couple years ago, did like a GoFundMe for her. She's actually doing pretty well right now, so proud of her. Doing a lot better than she was, with like medical issues and stuff, so that's awesome. But for the most part, I would say family's just not doing too well. My mom's been sick for a month. My dad's been sick. He's still sick for a month. My sister got sick. Everyone got really, really sick. And it was just like crazy. It was just absolutely insane. So there's also just been some friend drama and boy drama. Like, life doesn't stop. I swear. And recently I've been having incredibly bad issues sleeping, pretty much ever since I went to the mental hospital, maybe a little bit before that. My sleep has had more nightmares than I've ever had. Vivid, incredibly disturbing ones, violent ones that are also emotional. And suddenly, I haven't been able to fall asleep. Guys, I fall asleep so quickly. It's like I can literally fall asleep anytime, anywhere, no matter if I've slept 6 hours in a nap. I can go to sleep the same night, totally fine. I am always waking up in the night, but actually falling asleep is not an issue for me. And I have been having this thing where, like, I thought I was becoming like hypomanic or manic because I couldn't fall asleep till 8 in the morning. I was trying sleeping pills. I was trying my anxiety medication that also is used as like a sedation before surgery for some people. Melatonin, like CBD. I was ASMR, obviously. I always listen to that. Music, sleep hypnosis. I was trying everything I could think of, and I could not fall asleep. And when I did, I would wake up. I'm having nightmares, and it was getting to the point where I have incredible panic attacks at night before I try to go to sleep because I can't sleep. And when I do sleep, I'm not rested. I'm constantly waking up every hour. I don't know why. Well, my cat just... And I have these terrible nightmares, and so I don't want to go to sleep. I'm afraid to go to sleep. I hate being awake, and I hate being asleep. It's like there's no rest anywhere, and after a while, that gets really exhausting when you're trying to just, like, survive. So I feel like I'm finally in a place right now where, at least for right now, it changes day to day. I feel like I'm finally in a place where I can talk about it without getting, like, super emotional. And it's funny too, because that's like part of the thing is like I can be not wanting to be here 1 minute and be completely serious about it, be completely completely actually concerned that I'm gonna do something, and then like over something totally little, sometimes it's not even over anything, but like small tiny things trigger me, and it's the end of the world, literally the end of the world for me. But then like something happens, or then all of a sudden I get like this euphoria, and I'm like, oh, just kidding, I'm totally fine. Like, LOL, what was that about? And both moods are completely true, and I feel both of them. But it's like so confusing to feel. It's so confusing to feel. My nose was like running all of a sudden. It's just really confusing and just disturbing, honestly. Like, it's just like really disturbing. And I'm trying to like just take care of myself, and the first week that I took off from work, I said, like, I'm not even gonna think about getting another job right now. I know I need to look again and, you know, try to get help and stuff, but like, I'm not even gonna look. I'm literally just gonna try to relax, not think about any of it. And it was amazing. I loved that. It also helped that right after I got out of the mental hospital, right after basically I went no contact and had the spiritual experience, whatever, I got to cat sit for one of my best friends again. I got to stay at her place as long as I needed or wanted. Well, not as long as I needed or wanted. Just like, I didn't have to just like feed her cat and then go home. Like, she, you know, let me spend the night as much as I want. You know, paid me, provided snacks, Christmas present. Like, it was really nice to have that break away from family where I could just do what I needed to do. I could sing as much as I want. My family gets mad when I sing because it's loud, and my sister has some like kind of sensory type issues and genuinely can't handle it. Like, it gives her a lot of anxiety. It hurts her ears really bad. So I can't sing a lot of times, and I love singing. Actually, when I got out of the mental hospital, that was the first thing I did immediately, and the only thing that felt right was singing. Like, I went to my car and I just sang for 30 minutes straight, and it was like so therapeutic. And so, I don't know, I'm just like relearning who I am. I did go buy like a whole new wardrobe that I feel like feels more like me, and I just kind of went on this little mini journey of like trying to figure out like what does feel like me, and I feel like I am starting to come into my own and kind of know and understand that, which has been helpful. Like, I'm slowly starting to not even feel like myself, but find myself to begin with, because I really like took it out of me. So that's kind of where we're at. Currently, right now that I'm filming this, it is December 18th. I also had a friend recently, meaning like yesterday, leave an abusive relationship, which I'm so proud of her. So proud of her for. That's exhausting. It was really exhausting. We helped her move out of her apartment like same day. She was gone within 5 hours. It was amazing. But yeah, it's been just a lot of stuff happening, and it's wild. Also, my family just got home. They took my nephew to like some Christmas church event. Okay, so I'm gonna turn on my stomach's growling. I'm gonna turn on my hair straightener, and I'm gonna get ready. I'm so sorry for the noise in the background. If you stuck with me this long, like, you may mind it, but you're not gonna say anything, right? Yeah, and the kitties were sick. Like, there's just been so much that's been going on. It's been absolutely wild. Ow, it's stuck in my earring. Okay, let me get my hair down. will say I did this haircut when I was going no contact. Okay, sorry, the cat was being loud again, but I just started my hair anyway, because I have stuff to do. But yeah, so that's just kind of where I'm at right now. A lot of stuff happening, and it's just kind of annoying. This is the best like heat protectant that I have. It is Kenra Platinum Hot Spray Firm Hold Heat Protection Spray 20, and I got this off of Amazon. It is used as a heat protectant when you have dry hair. I never really do my hair when it's like right after the shower or something. I always like wait or whatever after the fact, and I don't want to have to like wet my hair or something to use like a wet only and then blow dry it type thing. So I got this so I can just put it on my dry hair, and it holds your style for a really, really long time, like days. I'm talking days. And you just like, it's like running out though. I have to like hold it at a certain angle. There we go. Oh, it's cold. It's hitting my shoulders. But you just like gotta saturate. I can get it to saturate. I told it. When I got it, Amazon did not do a good job at sending me a good version of the product, because this part didn't spray, so I had to trade it out with a different spray that I had already, like a spray bottle, but it's a little bit too short for the bottle, so I have to like hold it upside down a little bit if I want to get any product out. It's really annoying. So I still have product, and it was like $20, so you know, there we go. But you just put it in and then run it through, and I don't really know I don't know what I'm doing. We're just gonna try it. We're just gonna try it, and like, I don't know, you can't see it yet, but I'm just kind of curling it just a little bit, just to get some wave in there. I didn't really put much product in my hair, and then I got it really humid and frizzy, and so my hair's like been wavy lately, and then I had to brush it out. Oh, do you hear that sizzle? That's the heat protectant working. It's like kind of close. I don't know. Should I do that again? I should do that again. But anyways, so my hair is like a little bit straighter than normal right now. Okay, cute. My cat's being loud again, but we're gonna ignore it. I also just love that having short hair, like it takes so much less time to do my hair if I wanted to do that. It's brilliant. I love it. But yeah, I would love to know how y'all are doing. I will, obviously I'm still here, so I will say more if I think of more, update you if there's more to update you on, but that's kind of just where I've been lately. Oh, you hear my dad? He has like bronchitis. Also was on antibiotics. I feel so bad. He got it the worst. I didn't get bronchitis this time. Usually I do, but still, you know. Oh, it's so cold. It's so cold. Yeah, yesterday was crazy though. I was doing so many runs, like at the apartment, like with boxes, like trying to find more boxes last minute, you know, trying to figure out just all the logistics and helping this friend out. But it's just been wild lately. I'm trying to think, there has to be some sort of tea or drama I can tell you, as if that wasn't enough, right? I feel like there's more and I'm just forgetting it. Oh, I was talking about my hair, talking about how I had like, I feel like I had no identity at the time that my hair appointment was. fresh start, just chop it off, and just get like a new start on things. I felt like I had gone through so much, transformation, and like going like no contact on a relationship that I had had for a while. Like, I just needed all of that negativity chopped off, you know what I mean? And I did it, and I felt so much more like me. Like, I feel so much more like, I think for me what it is I love my long hair too. Don't get me wrong, I love my long hair. However, when I have long hair, I feel very feminine, I feel very soft, I feel very like sometimes a damsel in distress. I don't really feel like a baddie with my long hair. But it's running now. With my short hair, that's when I feel like the dark side of me comes out in like a good way. Okay, I've resorted to just doing this because I can't get it out of the spray anymore. My hands will be sticky. But anyways, I don't remember where I was again. I don't know, I just feel like I am in kind of the dark feminine energy, the sassy, the like, figuring my life out, and like I'm a boss, rather than, did I do that the right way? I don't think I did that the right way. I just kind of feel like a boss, rather than in distress as much, if that makes sense. Like, I can't see without my glasses. I feel sassier, I feel, just like different, I guess. And it's really nice. It's like, oh, that's cool. I'm gonna redo this a little bit, because this is whack. Anyways. I don't remember where I was at again. This has been a video with like so many cuts, and it is incredibly annoying. It's incredibly annoying for me because I just want to film a video. I have not been up to filming at all lately. I've tried to a couple times and I just can't. This is the first time I actually feel like it, and now every animal in existence is making noise, and like family's coming home. My nephew is here, I guess, right now, so since I'm done with this video, I'll be socializing with him and saying hello. But I had to resort to doing this. It's like, it's actually probably easier. Alrighty. Let's do this. Let me see if I can think of like good things that have happened, though. I'll try to think of some good things to kind of balance out, some of the stuff we got going on here. On a good note, family and friends have been very supportive of everything. I think my cats are, I have hung out with people, actually, which is nice. I think I just did that curl the wrong way. I did. I've hung out with people, which has been really fun. I don't usually hang out with people lately, just because of life and what is wrong with this angle. With the way life was, I just wasn't really able to see a lot of people a lot of the time. And so it just feels really good to actually get to talk to friends, and I feel like I'm holding this at a really weird angle, and I can't see. I'm too far away. What is happening? Okay. I had to put on my glasses because I couldn't see because there was just so much noise. I basically had to cut all of that as I was doing my hair. There was a lot of like coughing in the background, and my cats were just, again, trying to unplug my microphone and anything and everything else that exists. This is kind of the finished look. Not completely finished, I guess, because I have to, like, you know, kind of brush it out a little bit and, what do you call it? I have to kind of just zhuzh it up a little bit. I kind of just comb through and just make sure I didn't miss curls, which I did. Here we go. I can't see the back of my head, so I'm gonna hope it's okay. I don't really know, but so I just kind of, I'll use this like wide tooth comb just to kind of break up some of the, has like a hairspray feel, not completely, but just a little bit, and just kind of make sure it's doing what I want it to do. So I think this is what we're gonna go with, and I have this Matrix Total Results Mist Mess Dry Finishing Spray. It works partially kind of like a dry shampoo, partially as a just addition texturizing spray, and you can just kind of zhuzh it up and, you know, give it some life. So this is the, my lips are kinda dry. It's not like dry, but this lipstick makes it kind of dry. This is kind of the final look. Hopefully I can, yeah, anyways, this is the final look. I hopefully will be able to film now that I've done my hair and makeup, and, you know, I have other stuff to do today, just, so, yeah, I'll see you later. The next video should be normal. By normal, I mean, like, actually ASMR. Thanks for listening. Let me know how you guys are doing as well. So if you're just feeling kind of overwhelmed, or you got some stuff going on, please drop it down in the comments that you need some support, and I will try to leave a nice comment for you.